Miami's getting 4.
That's not right.
Yeah, I smell a rat.
That's
Dexter
wrong.
Reed, World of Matchups. Spencer the Wiz, Blue Milk Boys Gaming, week number 13. Miami Dolphins fly all the way west to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Bang, bang, Niner gang. This is probably going to be game of the week, or at least one of the top 3 games on the slate this week, Spence. So the Miami Dolphins are surging. The San Francisco 49ers are surging. This is going to be clash of the Titans. The San Francisco 49ers are -4. I'm telling you straight, I'm going in the door. I like Miami in this game. I like Miami to win this game outright. But, give me those 4 points all day, every day, twice on Sunday, and I'll tell you why. Look, Tyreek Hill's the best player on earth right now. The guy can't be guarded.
No.
He cannot be checked. He cannot be guarded. Kansas City, they understood his value, but they just weren't willing to pay $30 million, and I think it's worked out for both sides. It's very rare that you see a trade go down that has worked out as evenly for both sides as this one has. Neither team won the trade. They both won the trade, and so that in and of itself is going to be huge. As long as Tua has Tyreek, they're going to be in the game. Jalen Waddle's no slouch either. Mostert, Jeff Wilson, these guys are scoring 30 points a game. They're walking into the game scoring 30. It's been a while since they haven't scored that. Conversely, their defense is just as good. Their defense is good. Let me tell you something. Miami can go to Kansas City and win in the playoffs. Miami can go to Buffalo and win in the playoffs. There's nowhere that the Miami Dolphins can't go in the playoffs and steal a game. I will not back off that statement. So there's no reason why I think they cannot go to Santa Clara and take out Jimmy G, a banged-up Debo, a semi-banged-up Christian McCaffrey, and a team that may or may not have their starting left tackle. How the Niners are giving 4 points here is absolutely it's nuts to me. I cannot understand it. Now, if Debo plays, he's not 100%. CMC will play, not 100%. No left tackle protecting Jimmy G. That Miami's going to score points. And what do the Niners do well? They run the ball. So if they are now put in a situation where they have to pass to win, that takes them out of who they are. It helps their pass catchers in fantasy for sure. Ayuk, Kittle for sure. But we're talking about real life here. They are a grind the ball out team, throw passes when you need to throw passes, score inside the red zone, play good defense. That's who the Niners are. And Miami's looking to turn this into a track meet. I think that a lot of people might be gassed on how good they think the Niners are. Dude, Kansas City destroyed the Niners in their own building. The Niners are a good team, but they can be had. Okay? And Jimmy G, I just don't know about Jimmy G. I mean, when we look back at the career of Jimmy Garoppolo, we're going to see a 2-to-1 winning to losing percentage, almost 2-to-1 touchdown percentage. And we'll ask ourselves why this guy's just not a winner. Why did they want to get rid of this guy like a piece of garbage? You know what I mean? If he's really that good. I don't understand it. I think San Francisco is lucky to still have them as their quarterback. But when I think about a guy that needs to go get a W, I never think about Jimmy G. Conversely, Tua is that dude this year. Tua is making it happen this year. I think that Miami understands that this could be their year. They've went out and they've brought in some pieces to make it happen in season, off season. They're looking strong, man. And so I'm going to take the Dolphins here. I know Shanahan's a good coach, but an X factor here that I think is going to be really, really huge and a lot of people aren't going to be thinking about is that this is a Mike McDaniel homecoming. Those guys are going to want to get him this W. This would be my best bet if we weren't breaking it down. I like Miami. I like +4. If you're scared, tease it down. They can score points, which means they're going to be in the game, and they can control clock with their ground game. I personally think Miami's the better team right now. Your thoughts?
Yeah, it almost feels criminal not to take Dolphins money line on at least one ticket that you're making this week.
Absolutely.
You just don't get plus value like this in the regular season, maybe once or twice. I mean, do the Dolphins not have the best roster in the NFL right now, like from top to bottom?
It's debatable.
It's got to be close. It's got to be
top,
at least like
top 3 or 4. Yeah. Top 3 or 4.
And they're playing really good ball right now. I mean, they're blowing teams out of the water. They are so hard to stop. Is the 49ers defense so good where they can do that? Man, if the 49ers shut down the Dolphins this week, well, I already have a bet on the 49ers to make the Super Bowl, actually, but I made that a long time ago. But if they win, if they dominate, I'm putting money on the 49ers to win the Super Bowl. I'm putting more money on top of that because if they can stop them, then there's nobody in the NFL that they cannot stop, moving forward. So we'll see. I mean, it's not. I don't think the Dolphins are going to come in here and just like have the 49ers lay an egg. I think it's going to be a competitive football game, but 4 points is way too much for a team that I feel right now could go straight to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl winning teams are not +4 on the spread, and I just don't.
Facts.
I just feel like there's something wrong. I feel like it's just one of those things where I feel like the books know something that we don't, but we've already burned we've already gotten some good money from like mishaps like that this season. I can't remember the game earlier, but earlier in the season where you and I were just like, this doesn't make sense. And we ended up just like making a bunch of money off of it because the spread was just dead wrong.
Sometimes if it looks too good to be true, it is. And
Just good. Yeah.
yeah, and you just
Just a
gotta lay the
mistake.
money. Yes. And
Yeah.
I feel like my best bet today is gonna be that, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Niners are a
Jalen
good team.
Waddle, Tyreek Hill. I mean, they're not going to be, again, you
Is
said it right.
Charvarius Ward really gonna be able to cook
If the
with
49ers
Tyreek?
are down 10 points with halfway through the third
The game
quarter,
is over, bro.
it
The
doesn't feel
game is
good.
over.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good.
Anytime Jimmy G has been down double-digit points anywhere, look at the percentage of those games that he wins. You
Yeah.
cannot tell me that this cannot turn into a 7-0 track meet, 10-0 track meet at the end of first. It can
And I can't
easily
imagine like
happen.
Bradley Chubb doesn't just get better every week. And I
Every
just think that
week.
bodes well for them. I
And
just think that
bro, again, these revenge narratives are real.
it's
Jeff
personal to these guys.
Wilson was a Niner this year. Okay?
Yeah.
I mean, late folks, and I know I've said this a couple times, and I know I've burned you guys, man, and I know I owe a couple steak dinners to some of y'all out there, but I really feel confident about this one. Mike
I like it.
McDaniel, Jeff Wilson, Tua, Tyreek, Jalen Waddle, shit, even Mike Gesicki, throw that guy a bone here or there, and he's a bum. This team can easily beat the San Francisco 49ers, and if you're going to give me 4 points, I'm going to the bank. I'm backing up the Brinks truck for this
+170
one.
for a team that I believe is going to win this game.
This team could go to the Super Bowl. Both
Doesn't
these
have
teams could go to the Super Bowl. And I could see if the Niners have a good home faithful. I mean, the Niners faithful, they're gonna be there, man. But is their home crowd that crowd? You know what I mean? When was the last time they took a team out with their crowd? I don't know, man. I mean, I watched the Kansas City Chiefs play every single game in depth and watched it again. They went into San Francisco and they smashed that team. They smashed them. And I know it was CMC was finding his way onto the new squad, and I get all that, but like Debo was there and he was healthy. Ayuk was there and he was healthy. Jimmy G was there and he was healthy. George Kittle was there and he was healthy. Trent Williams was there and he was healthy. You know what I mean? Like the Miami Dolphins are a lot like the Kansas City Chiefs. They got fire, power. I love Miami this week.
I like Miami too. I don't understand this one.
I don't get it, but the Niners are a good team. Again, they do have CMC. It wouldn't surprise me either if they turn this into bully ball. You know what I mean? But they're injured. Elijah Mitchell is out. Debo's not 100%. Like I said, Trent Williams, these have to be looked at. If anything, let me put it to you this way. Would it surprise you if it was Miami -4?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. I feel like that's what it should be. I just
Do
think
you
it's
know what I
switching
mean?
around.
I feel like at worst, this should be a pick 'em.
Yeah, that's
At
what I feel too.
worst. So I'm thinking like after I get off here with you, I'm going straight online, getting my teaser card in because I have a funny feeling before game time this could change. But that's who I like, and that's why I like them. Miami minus the +4 all day, every day, twice on Sunday. McDaniels in the homecoming, Jeff Wilson in the homecoming, Debo injured, Williams injured. CMC is saying he's 100%, but you never know with that guy. They got nobody behind CMC. They can control this clock in Miami. I'm telling you, Mike McDaniel's gonna pull all the stops out and get this W. You watch it. You heard it here first. Put them on a teaser card on the money line, folks, because it will pay dividends. Let's go.